Right, hello guys, back again to another video, and today this is the first episode of the OBBY series I will be doing today in this channel. And in this tutorial we'll be covering over this checkpoint system, and it actually properly saves and loads you back in. So we steps over that, stage 2 and stage 3. And now when you step on this, you don't go back, but there will be a feature at the top like most OBBYs do. And if you reset, it takes you to the stage. And now if we leave, it should work the same. Right, so we're joining in and it should work. And it does. So, we're going to create a new scripting service. We're going to rename this to player data. Okay, so once we're done, we're going to do game.players.player.connect function player. So we're going to put the player inside. We're going to do like a simple stage Leaderstats for now, but we will save it later. So local ls short for Leaderstats equals instance.new folder, comma player. ls.name equals Leaderstats. Local stage equals instance.new int value, comma player. Stage.name equals stage, and stage.value equals 1. We're not setting it to 0 because we want to give them a stage. So now we're done with the simple player data, okay? Now inside we're going to create a new folder called checkpoints, so let's just do that real quick. And inside we're going to add a spawn location. And I should actually get rid of that for some reason. I don't want any world. And let's create 2 parts. And we're going to move both of them into the checkpoint section. I'm going to name this checkpoint 2 and checkpoint 3. I'm just going to color them different parts just so it's more visible and understandable. So we're going to anchor these, and inside we're going to add a new script called checkpoint manager. So inside we're going to do for I, checkpoint in pairs script.parent : get children to. If checkpoint : is a base part, then so we're just checking if it's a part that. But first we need to assign a stage value. So we're going to create an integer value. We're going to rename it to stage, and we're going to set this to 2. So whatever the checkpoint number is, set the stage to that. So we're just going to duplicate it, and there we go. And now inside checkpoint manager we can do and checkpoint : find first child stage then. So it will completely eliminate the point of, because there will be an error of the spawn location if we don't add that line in. And then after, what we're going to do is, then we're going to do a touched event. So checkpoint.touch : connect function hit. I check if the hit.parent has a humanoid. If so, then we're going to get local player equals game.players : get player from character hit.parent. Okay. And then we're going to check if the player.leader is the stage value so this, if the stage.value, so we're going to check the checkpoint stage.value, and if it's greater than that, then it will only execute it. So player.leader, we can actually just, for the sake of time, we just gotta copy this, and we can just set it to this. So player.leaderstats is stage value, and then it should work. So if we play, oh, something's happened. Leaderstats stage. Okay, I'll just move it in here. We'll just move that back. I set it to Leaderstats, so hang on, let's actually fix that. Oh, exactly, Leaderstats. Now let's run it. See, that's why you always gotta check for errors. Even the pros do it. This is stage 2, this is stage 3. So that works amazingly. Now we're gonna implement a function where every time the player dies, they go back to their checkpoint. So we're actually gonna do player.character added : connect function character. And then we're gonna get the humanoid root part. So that will be inside character : find first child humanoid root part. And then local leader stats, so player : find first child. And also the stage. Okay, so those are the variables done. Okay, so to get the checkpoint position, we're gonna do checkpoints : wait for child checkpoint ... toString stage.value. The reason we're using toString is because the value is a number and it'll break the script. So we're gonna use toString to convert it into a string, and then we're gonna concatenate that. So position. And then we're gonna do humanoid root part dot position equals checkpoint pause. Now you might get an error type, but don't worry, it's just how Roblox works. Actually, we gotta put a wait because it doesn't work. Now it's annoying. Okay, so now if we test that, it should completely work. Well, you might get an error in the stage.value because we actually didn't capitalize that, so that's the problem. So make sure to also capitalize and look at your variables. And now, well, the stage works infinite because we use wait for child. Sometimes happens, so don't worry about that. And the reason why that happens is because we need to set it to collide. False. To get these, can collide to false. Can touch to true. Right, so now we're done. We're gonna do a bit of data saving. So inside we're gonna do local data store equals game : get service data store service : get data store. I'm gonna do test 1 just because that's how I like to put it. Okay, and then after we're gonna do local player ID equals player underscore dot player dot user ID. We don't classify them by the username, or else if they change their username, that's a whole new set of data, and it's, well, who likes it? Local data. Right, so local success error message equals pcall function. Data equals data store : get a sync player ID. If success, then if data, then stage.value equals data.stage, and that's all. So now we're going to do game.players.player removing connect function player, and now you can just copy this line, these two lines. We're going to set data into a table, and we're going to do stage equals player.leaderstats.stage.value. Then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do another p call, but here we don't need this. Data store : set async player ID data. I kind of forgot data, even though I said not to do it. So yeah, data equals data store set async player ID dot data. And then that's all we should do. That's all we need. So once you've done that, go to game settings, permission security, allow HTTP requests, and enable studio access to API services. So that just saves the data, okay? And now if we play, now stage 2, stage 3, let's leave. And the data will load back. Oh well, I hope so. Okay, stage 1, why does that happen? Hold up, I'll figure out the problem in a second. Right, so actually looking through the dev forum, I found a few problems. First, we need to make this a function. So local function save, and we're going to turn that into the player. And we're going to remove the end from here. And we also have to do a bind to close event because it's just Roblox Studio data saving. It's annoying. So we're going to check if we're in Studio, and then we're just going to wait 2 seconds for it to properly save. Oops. And then else we're gonna create a new bindable event, and we're gonna get all the players, and we're gonna get the amount of players, and then for each player we're gonna create a coroutine, and we're gonna save. Then we're gonna decrease the left players by 1, and if left players equals 0, then finished fire. And then make sure to add a pair of brackets here, and finish.event : wait. And that is all we need to do. So I'll just pause the video and copy down the bind to close function. Okay, so now if we test, the data will save. I can guarantee that. Well, I hope so. So stage 2, stage 3, ignore that as usual. We can stop. We will freeze because that's what we're meant to do. And then we can play back. Stage 1. Okay, so turns out it doesn't work. Hang on. Why doesn't it work, man? Okay, one thing too. So we're gonna fire this so game.players.player removing connect save, because we don't call it maybe that, I don't think that's the problem still, but just still add it because it is part. So let's just add print statement success, then print saved, else will error. Then we're gonna do if success, then print loaded. Let's troubleshoot together. This can hopefully teach you how to troubleshoot. Loaded. Let's see. Let's just do that. It's saved. Now what happens if we join back? Stage 3, but this doesn't. Right, so now it does. Better. I'm not waiting. Right, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find the bug fix for this because when I was working on it for the episode, it worked completely fine. Must have done something wrong. I'll continue on this series next week, videos every Sunday, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.